Hello. Hey, what's up, Cornito? Hi, Adam. Lady Cell, I love you. Let me. Oh my God, Lady Cell. How are you? Ranger Mountains, good to see you as well. All right, so I'm doing something new. I don't really know how it's gonna go. I guess we'll just see, go from here. But basically, I'm going to be reading a book called The Way of Shadows. Also, I think the music's a little loud. Let me turn down the... I have a little background music. I just don't want it to be too overwhelming. But, Lady Cell, how is Missouri? Is Missouri going okay? Tell me the details. Tell me all your troubles. I don't know. Any cute guys down there? Trust me, there's none. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Alright, so... I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I guess maybe just start reading, and then... I can't believe that MG and all of them convinced me to do this, but I thought it would be fun. It's good. Oh my gosh, yeah, you have so many things, Lady Cell. Did you have to donate a few of the things too? And haven't seen any cute guys yet? Ah, oh, shucks. Maybe a few at Walmart. You have cute guys at Walmart? There's no way. They're all ugly here. I'm kidding. But yes, welcome in anybody that's new and also people that have been here before. Let me see. Let us start. We're gonna start with a chapter. And then I guess I'll stop here and there. Alright, so if the quality of the mic isn't the greatest, I'll adjust it later. I'll listen to myself later. You donated a bunch. I was actually going to grab some of your stuff, but what I should have done that one night was stay at your house, and we could have drank a little bit, streamed longer, and I could have gone through some of the stuff you wanted to donate, but I was just thinking about my baby, honestly, that night. I was like, I want to see my baby. When I heard the notification on my phone, I knew what's coming. It has to be Poe. You attacked the phone notification. Oh my god. 250 miles per hour. Oh snap. Like a falcon. Hell yeah. How are you, Cornito? Hi, Finn. I see you, Finn. I know where you live. More furniture once I get a job? Yes, okay. So what's the job market like down there? Alright, so... Alright. We got this. Is the music too loud? How's the music?
Just a tad.
Turn it up a little, okay.
Oh, good.
Is that good? Oh, sorry. I'm just...
Sorry, you can hear my typing.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm trying to type quietly.
No. I haven't checked yet because I didn't get a chance to yet. No, I get it. You just got there, what, like yesterday or 2 days ago? Sovereigne, hello. Oh, maybe a bit lower too? Okay. I guess it was perfect. That works, maybe? Alright, so Sovereigne, I am actually going to be doing the reading. I'm going to read The Way of Shadows. It's by the Night, or well, it's the Night Angel, part of the Night Angel series, so I'm excited. But how are you? I guess I could do like a little just chatting first. I've never done anything like this before. It's like, alright guys, video games talking. Oh, it does sound better? Okay. Yes, Lady Cell is the most beautiful goddess here. And also you, Sovereigne, and me too. We're all beautiful. I'm good. I'm good. Just a little nervous, but honestly, I feel like I get nervous with everything, like any kind of social interaction, and then once I'm there or once I'm doing it, it's fine. Like, I don't know if you guys are the same way, but that's definitely me. Oh my goodness. Don't mind me, it's very hot in here. Well, I mean, it's not that hot, but I'm also drinking coffee, so that works too. No, you. Alright, I shall let you guys talk amongst yourself. Let's see how this goes. Chapter 1. Azoth squatted in the alley, cold mud squishing through his bare toes. He stared at the narrow space beneath the wall, trying to get his nerve up. The sun wouldn't come up for hours, and the tavern was empty. Most taverns in the city had dirt floors, but this part of the Warrens had been built over marshland, and not even drunks wanted to drink standing ankle-deep in mud. So the tavern had been raised a few inches on stilts and floored with stout bamboo poles. Coins sometimes dropped through the gaps in the bamboo, and the crawl space was too small for most people to go after them. The guild's bigs were too big, and the littles were too scared to squeeze into the suffocating darkness shared with spiders and cockroaches and rats, and the wicked half-wild tomcat the owner kept. Worse was the pressure of the bamboo against your back, flattening you every time a patron walked overhead. It had been Azoth's favorite spot for a year, but he wasn't as small as he used to be. Last time, he got stuck and spent hours panicking until it rained, and the ground softened beneath him enough that he could dig himself out. It was muddy now, and there would be no patrons, and Azoth had seen the tomcat leave. It should be fine. Besides, Rat was collecting guild dues tomorrow, and Azoth didn't have 4 coppers. He didn't have 1, so there wasn't much choice. Rat wasn't understanding, and he didn't know his own strength. Littles had died from his beatings. Pushing aside mounds of mud, Azoth lay on his stomach. The dank earth soaked his thin, filthy tunic instantly. He'd have to work fast. He was skinny, and if he caught a chill, the odds of getting better weren't good. Scooting through the darkness, he began searching for the telltale metallic gleam. A couple of lamps were still burning in the tavern, so light filtered through the gaps, illuminating the mud and standing water in strange rectangles. Heavy marsh mist climbed the shafts of light, only to fall over and over again. Spider webs draped across Azoth's face and broke, and he felt a tingle on the back of his neck. He froze. No, it was his imagination. He exhaled slowly. Something glimmered, and he grabbed his first copper. He slithered to the unfinished pine beam he had gotten stuck under last time, and shoveled mud away until water filled the depression. The gap was still so narrow that he had to turn his head sideways to squeeze underneath it. Holding his breath and pushing his face into the slimy water, he began the slow crawl. His head and shoulders made it through, but then a stub of a branch caught the back of his tunic, tearing the cloth and jabbing his back. I mean, you could do the same thing. Oh, you're gonna get a drink. Okay, Cornito. I was gonna say you can multitask and do both if you want. Alright. He almost cried out and was instantly glad he didn't. He hadn't. Through a wide space between bamboo poles, Azoth saw a man seated at the bar, still drinking. In the Warrens, you had to judge people quickly. Even if you had quick hands like Azoth did, when you stole every day, you were bound to get caught eventually. All merchants hit the guild rats who stole from them. If they wanted to have any goods left to sell, they had to. The trick was picking the ones who'd smack you so you didn't try their booth next time. There are others who beat you so badly you never had it next time. Hey, what's up, Joe? How are you? Azoth thought he saw something kind and sad and lonely in this lanky figure. He was perhaps 30, with a scraggly blonde beard and a huge sword on his hip. How could you abandon me? The man whispered so quietly, Azoth could barely distinguish the words. He held a flagon in his left hand, and cradled something Azoth couldn't see in his right. After all the years I've served you, how could you abandon me now? Is it because of Vonda? There was an itch in Azoth's calf. He ignored it. It was just his imagination again. He reached behind his back to free his tunic. He needed to find his coins and get out of here. Hey, what's up, Marissa? Good to see you. Hello. Or wait, maybe I should talk quietly. So, because this is like a reading ASMR. So I'm going to just talk quieter. But hey, Marissa. Just in time. I just started reading. I'm on like page 3. Something heavy dropped onto the floor above Azoth and slammed his face into the water, driving the breath from his lungs. He gasped and nearly inhaled water. Why, Durzo Blit, you never failed to surprise, the weight above Azoth said. Nothing was visible of the man through the gaps except a drawn dagger. He must have dropped from the rafters. Hey, I'm all for calling a bluff, but you should have seen Vonda when she figured out you weren't going to save her. It made me damn near bawl my eyes out. The lanky man turned. His voice was slow, broken. Oh, thank you, Marissa. I'm excited too. A little nervous, but, you know, it's not bad. Oh, the music actually... I don't have it on loop. That's my bad. I have a little music that's playing in the background, but I forgot to loop it, so... There we go. I think it's starting over again. Maybe. Alright, there it is, I think. That works. Alright. The lanky man turned. His voice was slow, broken. I killed 6 men tonight. Are you sure you want to make it 7? Azoth slowly caught up with what they'd been saying. The lanky man was the wet boy, Durzo Blint. A wet boy was like an assassin, and the way a tiger is like a kitten. Among wet boys, Durzo Blint was indisputably the best. Or, as the head of Azoth's guild said, at least the disputes didn't last long. And I thought Durzo Blint looked kind. The itch on Azoth's calf itched again. It wasn't his imagination. There was something crawling up the inside of his trousers. It felt big, but not as big as a cockroach. Azoth's fear identified the weight, a white wolf spider, its poison liquefied flesh in a slowly spreading circle. If it bit, even with the healer, the best an adult could hope for was to lose a limb. A guild rat wouldn't be so lucky. Welcome back, Cornito. What do you have for drink? Vodka? Alright, Blint, you'll be lucky if you don't cut your head off after all you've been drinking. Just in the time I've been watching, you've had 8 flagons, and I had 4 before that. Azoth didn't move. If he jerked his legs together to kill the spider, the water would splash and the man would know he was here. He was there. Even if Durzo Blint had looked kind, that was an awful big sword, and Azoth knew better than to trust grown-ups. You're bluffing, the man said, but there was fear in his voice. I don't bluff, Durzo Blint said. Why don't you invite your friends in? The spider crawled up to Azoth's inner thigh. Trembling, he pulled his tunic up and back and stretched the waist of his trousers, making a gap and praying the spider would crawl for it. Above him, the assassin reached 2 fingers up to his lips and whistled. Azoth didn't see Durzo move, but the whistle ended in a gurgle, and a moment later, the assassin's body tumbled to the floor. There were yells as the front and back doors burst open. The boards flexed and jumped. Concentrating on not jostling the spider, Azoth didn't move, even when another dropping body pushed his face briefly underwater. The spider crawled across Azoth's butt and then onto his thumb. Slowly, Azoth drew his hand around so he could see it. His fears were right. It was a white wolf spider, its legs as long as Azoth's thumb. He flung it away convulsively and rubbed his fingers, making sure he hadn't been bitten. He reached for the splintered branch, holding his tunic, and broke it off. The sound was magnified in the sudden silence above. Azoth couldn't see anyone through the gaps. A few feet away, something was dripping from the boards into a puddle. It was too dark to see what it was, but it didn't take much imagination to guess. The silence was eerie. If any of the men walked across the floor, groaning boards and flexing bamboo would have announced it. The entire fight had lasted maybe 20 seconds, and Azoth was sure no one had left the tavern. Had they all killed each other? He was chilled, and not just from the water. Death was no stranger in the Warrens, but Azoth had never seen so many people die so fast and so easily. Even taking extra care to look up for the spider, in a few minutes Azoth had gathered 6 coppers. If he were braver, he would have looted the bodies in the tavern, but Azoth couldn't believe Durzo Blint was dead. Maybe he was a demon, like the other guild rats said. Maybe he was standing outside, waiting to kill Azoth for spying on him. Chest tight with fear, Azoth turned and scooted toward his hole. 6 coppers was good. Dues were only 4, so he could buy bread tomorrow to share with Jarl and Doll Girl. He was a foot from the opening when something bright flashed in front of his nose. It was so close, it took a moment to come into focus. It was Durzoblind's huge sword and was stuck through the floor all the way into the mud, barring Azoth's escape. Just above Azoth, on the other side of the floor, Durzoblind whispered, "Never speak of this, understand? I've done worse than kill children." The sword disappeared, and Azoth scrambled out into the night. He didn't stop running for miles. Not bad, Joe. Just kind of relaxing tonight, doing a little reading. What are you up to? Yeah, Durzoblind is an amazing assassin. Alright, so chapter 2. 4 coppers? 4? This isn't 4. Rat's face was so rage red his pimples only showed as a scattering of white dots. Oh, I know you, Cornito. I know you very well. That's why. Oh, you're playing Final Fantasy 16. Are you far in it? Or how many hours do you have in it? Alright, anywho. Rat's face was so rage red his pimples only showed as a scattering of white dots. He grabbed Jarl's threadbare tunic and lifted him off the ground. Azoth ducked his head. He couldn't watch. "This is 4, Rat shouted, spit flying. As his hand slapped across Jarl's face, Azoth realized it was performance, not the beating. Rat was definitely hitting Jarl, but he was hitting him with an open hand. It was louder that way. Rat wasn't even paying attention to Jarl. He was watching the rest of the guild, enjoying their fear. "Who's next?" Rat asked, dropping Jarl. Azoth stepped forward quickly, so Rat wouldn't kick his friend. At 16, Rat was already as big as a man, and he had fat, which made him unique among the slave-born. Azoth held out 4 coppers. 8, puke, Rat said, taking the 4 from Azoth's hand. 8? You gotta pay for Dollgirl too. Azoth looked around for help. Some of the bigs shifted and looked at each other, but no one said a word. "She's too young," Azoth said. "Littles don't pay dues till they're 8. Attention shifted to Dollgirl, who was sitting in the dirty alley. She noticed the looks and withered, shrinking into herself. Dollgirl was tiny with huge eyes, but beneath the grime, her features were as fine and perfect as her namesake's. "I say she's 8 unless she says different," Rat leered. "Say it, Dollgirl. Say it or I'll beat up your boyfriend." Dollgirl's big eyes got bigger, and Rat laughed. Azoth didn't protest, didn't point out that Dollgirl was mute. Rat knew. Everyone knew. But Rat was the fist. He only answered to Jaliliel, and Jaliliel wasn't here. Rat pulled Azoth close and lowered his voice. "Why don't you join my pretty boys, Azo? You'll never pay dues again." Azoth tried to speak, but his throat was so tight that he only squeaked. Rat laughed again, and everyone joined him, some enjoying Azoth's humiliation, some just hoping to put Rat in a good mood before their turn came. Black hatred stabbed through him. Azoth hated Rat, hated the guild, hated himself. He cleared his throat to try again. Rat caught his eye and smirked. Rat was big, but he wasn't stupid. He knew how far he was pushing Azoth. He knew Azoth would crumple, afraid, just like everyone else. Azoth spat a wad of phlegm onto Rat's face. "Go bugger yourself, Ratty Fatty." There was an eternity of stunned silence. A golden moment of victory. Azoth thought he could hear jaws dropping. Sanity was just starting to reassert itself when Rat's fist caught him on the ear. Black spots blotted out the world as he hit the ground. He blinked up at Rat, whose black hair glowed like a halo as it blocked the noon sun, and knew he was going to die. "Rat! Rat, I need you." Azoth rolled over and saw Jalaliel emerging from the guild's building. His pale skin was beaded with sweat, though the day wasn't hot. He coughed unhealthily. "Rat, I said now." Rat wiped his face, and seeing his rage cool so suddenly was almost more frightening than seeing its sudden heat. His face cleared, and he smiled at Azoth. Just smiled. "Hey ho, J.O., Azoth said. "Hey ho, Azo," Jarl said, coming to join Azoth and Dollgirl. "You know, you're about as smart as a box of hair. They'll be calling him Ratty Fatty behind his back for years. He wanted me to be one of his girls, Azal said. They were propped against the wall several blocks away, sharing the stale loaf Azoth had bought. The smells of baking, though less intense this late in the day, covered at least some of the smells of sewage, rotting garbage piled on the banks of the river, and the rancid bite of the urine and brains of the tanneries. If Syrian architecture was all bamboo and rice fiber, walls and screens, Cimmerian architecture was rougher, heavier, lacking the studied simplicity of Syrian design. If Elysian architecture was all granite and pine, Cimmerian architecture was less formidable, lacking the deliberate durability of Elysian structures. If Osania architecture was airy spires and soaring arches, Cimmerian architecture only soared above one story and a few nobles' manses on the east side. Cimmerian buildings were everything squat and dank and cheap and low, especially in the warrens. A material that cost twice as much was never used, even if it lasted 4 times as long. Cimmerians didn't think long-term because they didn't live long-term. Their buildings frequently incorporated bamboo and rice fiber, both of which grew nearby, and pine and granite, which were not too far away, but there was no Cimmerian style. The country had been conquered too many times over the centuries to pride itself on anything but survival. In the Warrens, there wasn't even pride. 9 hours. That's not too far in, depending on if you're doing like 100% playthrough, Joe. Somebody is sitting next to you, though. I don't know who that is. Some stranger. That's just some random person on my right. Alright, where was I? Azoth absently ripped the loaf into thirds, then scowled. He'd made 2 about the same size and 1/3 smaller. He put one of the bigger pieces on his leg and handed the other piece to Doggirl, who followed him like a shadow. He was about to hand the small piece to Jarl when he saw Doggirl's face pucker in disapproval. Azoth sighed and took the small piece for himself. Jarl didn't even notice. Better one of his girls than dead, Jarl said. I won't end up like Bim. Azo, once Jaliliel buys review, Rat'll be our guild head. You're 11. 5 years till you get review. You'll never make it. Rat'll make Bim look lucky compared to you. So what do I do, Jarl? Ordinarily, this was Azoth's favorite time. He was with the 2 people he didn't have to be afraid of, and he was silencing the insistent voice of hunger. Now the bread tasted like dust. He stared into the market, not even seeing the fishmonger beating her husband. Jarl smiled, his teeth brilliant against his black, Ladatian skin. If I tell you a secret, can you keep it quiet? Azoth looked from side to side and leaned in. The loud crunching of bread and smacking of lips beside him stopped him. Well, I can. I'm not so sure about Doggirl. They both turned toward where she sat, gnawing on the heel of the loaf. The combination of the crumbs stuck to her face, and her scowl of outrage made them howl with laughter. Azoth rubbed her blonde head and, when she kept scowling, pulled her close. She fought against him, but when he let his arm drop, she didn't scoot away. She looked at Jarl expectantly. Jarl lifted his tunic and removed a rag he'd had tied around his body as a sash. I won't be like the others, Azo. I'm not just going to let life happen to me. I'm going to get out. He opened the sash. Tucked within its folds were 12 coppers, 4 silvers, and, impossibly, 2 gold gunders. 4 years. 4 years I've been saving. He dropped 2 more coppers into the sash. You mean all the times rats slapped you around for not making your dues, you've had this? Jarl smiled, and slowly Azoth understood. The beatings were a small price to pay for hope. After a while, most guild rats withered and let life beat them. They became animals, or they went crazy like Azoth had today, and got themselves killed. Looking at that treasure, part of Azoth wanted to strike Jarl, grab the sash, and run. With that money, he could get out, get clothes to replace his rags, and pay apprentice fees somewhere, anywhere, maybe even with Durzo Blitz, as he told Jarl and Doggirl so many times. Then he saw Doggirl. He knew how she'd look at him if he stole that sash full of life. If any of us make it out of the Warrens, it'll be you, Jarl. You deserve it. You have a plan? Always, Jarl said. He looked up, his brown eyes bright. I want you to take it, Azo. As soon as we find out where Durzo Blant lives, we're going to get you out, alright? Azoth looked at the pile of coins. 4 years. Dozens of beatings. Not only did he not know if he would give that much for Jarl, but he also thought of stealing it from him. He couldn't hold back hot tears. He was so ashamed. He was so afraid. Afraid of Rat, afraid of Durzo Blant, always afraid. But if he got out, he could help Jarl, and a Blant would teach him to kill. Azoth looked up at Jarl, not daring to look at Doggirl for fear of what might be in her big brown eyes. I'll take it. He knew who he'd kill first. Yes, book time, Snowy. How's it going? Yep, book time. So, how are you liking it so far, Marissa? Don't mind me. I actually have my foot, like, underneath me, and it's numb. It fell asleep. It has to be the happy dad. Let's go. Yes, you're right, actually. Actually, this is my second boyfriend. I have 2. Oh my gosh, you weirdo. Let's see, just chilling there listening to some poetry with us. What a legend. It has to be the bro who does truck burnouts. Yes, he loves doing truck burnouts, actually. It's been a while since, but oh, okay. What kind of books do you read, Snowy? I read that part with my book, so I'm just reimagining it. Oh, okay. So how far did you get in? Hey, Finn, I didn't even notice him there. Yeah, he's in this other chair next to me. He's working on his game. Do you remember? I think I remember talking to you all about him and his game, The Raven Chronicles. Yeah, he hasn't worked on it for like a year, I want to say. No, over a year, just over a little over a year. So he's trying to get back into it. I need a moment. I'm on chapter 3. Oh, thank you, Cornito. You know what, Cornito? I love your excitement. I always feel like every time you hear, you're excited to be here, and I love that. I love that enthusiasm. Only until chapter 4 to 5, I think. Not too much into it at all. Oh, okay. Did Shaw convince you to read it? Any book that is about adventures. Okay, so there's a book. It's a young adult book that I think you'd really like, Snowy. It's called Inkheart. And I forget, I think it's by Cornelia Funk, but she wrote it. And it's also a movie, if you prefer to watch the movie first or maybe after. But yeah, it's really good. And it's definitely about adventure. Basically, it's about this girl and her father. Her father is known as, I think it's Silver Tongue or something. But yeah, no, the book is even better, Marissa. Oh, you probably read the book, actually. There's like Inkheart, Ink Spell, Ink something. Yeah, a little bit. But basically, so whenever her father would read a book, so he read a book once, and I think it was to her. The characters from that book came to his world, and then he actually went into their world too for a time. It's really cool. I haven't read all 3. I think I've only read 2, not the last one, which I always meant to. But I just remember I had Inkheart at home, and my grandma just like, okay, she grabbed my book to like look at it. And out of all the things that she turns it to, she turned it to one that has a curse word in it. And I got reprimanded for that. It's like, oh, okay, sorry. Out of all the pages, you turn to that particular page. And it's like, I think it only uses that word once in the entire book, too. Oh, Ink Death. Okay. Wait, so was it Inkheart, Ink Spell, then Ink Death? Yeah, I think I may have just read the first one then. I'm not sure. Alright, let me drink some water real quick. Alright, so chapter 3. Durzo Blant pulled himself on top of the small estate's wall and watched the guard pass. The perfect guard, Durzo thought. A bit slow, lacking imagination, and dutiful. He took his 39 steps, stopped at the corner, planted his halberd, scratched his stomach under his gambeson, checked in all directions, then walked on. Inkheart, ink spelled then, ink death. Okay. Man, I really want to read all of them. That's kind of a shame that the last book wasn't the greatest, though, because you would expect the last one to be good, but in most TV series, the last season, the last episode of anything is really bad, so it's like they rev up for, I don't know, a really bad ending. Check out the Inheritance Games Trilogy, Snowy. Oh, okay. I feel like you may have mentioned that before at some point. 35, 36. Durzo slipped out of the man's shadow and eased himself over the edge of the walkway. He held on by his fingertips. Now, he dropped and hit the grass just as the guard thumped the butt of his halberd on the wood walkway. He doubted the guard would have hurt him anyway, but paranoia begat perfection in the wet boy's trade. The yard was small and the house not much bigger. It was built on the Assyrian design with translucent rice paper walls. Bald cypress and white cedar formed the doors and arches, and cheaper local pine had been used for the frame and the floors. It was Spartan like all Syrian houses, and that fit General Agon's military background and his ascetic personality. The Cruel Prince trilogy. Oh, that's good. So what kind of writing style? Like, can you kind of explain that? Is it just, does he give really good descriptions? Because I love books that are really good with their descriptions, but if you want to read an author that has way too many descriptions, read Stephen King. I think I read it, and there was just too much going on in that book. It didn't need to be that long. I love Stephen King, but some of his books are just a little bit too lengthy. Anywho, I always forget where I'm at. Oh, right. More than that, it fit his budget. Despite the general's many successes, King Davin had not rewarded him well, which is part of the why the wet boy had come. Durzo found an unlocked window on the second floor. The general's wife was asleep in the bed. They weren't so Syrian as to sleep on woven mats. They were, however, poor enough that the mattress was stuffed with straw rather than feathers. The general's wife was a plain woman, snoring gently and sprawled more in the middle than to one side of the bed. The covers on the side she was facing had been disturbed. The wet boy slid into the room, using his talent to soften the sound of his footsteps on the hardwood floor. Curious. A quick glance confirmed that the general hadn't just come for a nocturnal conjugal visit. They actually shared the room. Perhaps he was even poorer than people thought. Durzo's brow furrowed under his mask. It was a detail he didn't need to know. He drew the short poisoner's knife and walked toward the bed. She'd never feel a thing. He stopped. The woman was turned toward the disturbed covers. She'd been sleeping close to her husband before he got up. Not on the far side of the bed, the way a woman merely doing her marital duties would. It was a love match. After her murder, Aline Gunder had planned to offer the general a quick remarriage to a rich noblewoman, but this general, who married a low-born woman for love, would react quite differently to his wife's murder than a man who'd married for ambition. The idiot! The prince was so consumed with ambition that he thought everyone else was too. The wet boy sheathed the knife and stepped into the hall. He still had to know where the general stood, immediately. Damn it, man! King Davin's dying. I'd be surprised if he's got a week left. Whoever had spoken was mostly right. The wet boy had given the king his final dose of poison tonight. By dawn, he would be dead, leaving a throne in contention between one man who was strong and just, and another who was weak and corrupt. The underworld Sakage was not disinterested in the outcome. The voice had come from the receiving room downstairs. The wet boy hurried to the end of the hall. The house was so small that the receiving room doubled as the study. He had a perfect view of the two men. The descriptions are just right. Okay. Was whatever the characters would discuss a plan they would think of. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Oh my god, Keith. Roses are red, violets are blue. Keith is a silly man. How do you do? I don't know. What's up, Keith? Oh my god. Shamu. I forget what that's from. Marissa's just like, what? Oh my god. Thanks, Cornito. Yeah, I feel like I get a little bit better with my reading. I think if I do this maybe every other night or something like that, I could get a lot of good practice in. Kind of like it. It's relaxing to me as well, reading. Until someone like Keith jumps into the chat and is like, yo, mama. Oh my goodness. Oh, White Chicks. I do not remember that. Oh, I just recently watched that too. So when it comes to movies and shows, I can watch something a bunch of times, but I'm really bad at remembering, I guess, quotes. I'm just not the greatest at it. It's a killer whale at SeaWorld. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Alright. Where was I? The voice had come from the receiving room. Oh no, I already read that. The house was so small that the receiving room doubled as a study. He had a perfect view of the two men. General Brent Undawn had a graying beard, close trimmed hair that he didn't comb, and a jerky way of moving, keeping his eyes on everything. He was thin and sinewy, his legs slightly bowed from a life in the saddle. The man across from him was Duke Regnus Geyer. The wing-back chair creaked as he shifted his weight. He was a huge man, both tall and wide, and little of his bulk was fat. He folded ringed fingers on his belly. By the Night Angels, I could kill them both and end the Nine's worries right now. Are we deceiving ourselves, Brant? Duke Geyer asked. The general didn't answer immediately. My lord, no, Brant, I need your opinion as a friend, not as a vassal. Durzo crept closer. He drew the throwing knife slowly, careful with the poison edges. If we do nothing, the general said, Alain Gunder will become king. He is a weak, foul, and faithless man. Hey, what's up, Shaw? I think I'm in chapter 3 so far of The Way of Shadows. It's good so far. It's like I said, it's been a while since I've read it, though. I tried getting Finn to read this, but he didn't really like it, so he's reading a different book. Oh my god, Marissa. Oh, that's great. Oh my goodness. There's Oblint and Azoth. Do you like Azoth? He's alright. I just don't remember what kind of a person he is in this book. Let's see. The Sakage already owns the Warrens. The King's patrols won't even leave the main roads, and you know all the reasons that's only bound to get worse. The Death Games entrenched the Sakage. Aline doesn't have the will or the inclination to oppose the Sakage now, while we can still root them out. So are we deceiving ourselves and thinking that you'd be a better king? Not at all, and the throne is yours by rights. Blint almost smiled. The Underworld's lords, the Sakage 9, agreed with every word, which was why Blint was making sure Regnus Geyer didn't become king. And tactically, we could do it with minimal bloodshed. Duke Westeros is out of the country. Oh, I just realized, Duke Westeros. Isn't that the country name in Game of Thrones? I think so. Let's see. My own regiment is in the city. The men believe in you, my lord. We need a strong king, a good king. We need you, Regnus. Duke Geyer looked at his hands. And Aline's family? They'll be part of the minimal bloodshed? The general's voice was quiet. You want the truth? Yes. Even if we don't order it, one of our men will kill them to protect you. Even if it may hang me. They believe in you that much. Duke Geyer breathed. So the question is, does the good of many in the future outweigh the murder of a few now? How long has it been since I had such qualms? Durzo barely stifled an overpowering urge to throw the daggers. The suddenness of his rage shook him. What was that about? It was Regnus. The man reminded him of another king he once served, a king worthy of it. That's for you to answer, my lord, General Gon said. But if I may, is the question really so philosophical? What do you mean? You still love Nalia, don't you? Nalia was Aline Gunder's wife. Regnus looked stricken. I was betrothed to her for 10 years, Brant. We were each other's first lovers. My lord, I'm sorry, the general said. It's not my... No, Brant, I never speak of it. As I decide whether to be a man or a king, let me. He breathed deeply. It's been 15 years since Nalia's father broke our betrothal and married her to that dog Aline. I should be over it. I am, except when I have to see her with her children and have to imagine her sharing a bed with Aline Gunder, the only joy my marriage has given me is my son Logan, and I can scarce believe her own has been better. My lord, given the involuntary nature of both of your wedding, could you not divorce Katrina and marry... No, Regnus shook his head. If the queen's children live, they will always be a threat to my son, whether I exile them or adopt them. Nalia's eldest boy is 14, too old to forget that he was destined for a throne. The right is on your side, my lord, and who knows but that answers unforeseen may arise to these problems once you sit on the throne? Regnus nodded unhappily. I might not be pronouncing that correctly. I think it's betrothed. Betrothed? Is it betrothed? I never could say that word correctly. Anyway. Regnus nodded unhappily, obviously knowing he held hundreds or thousands of lives in his hands, not knowing he held his own as well. If he plots rebellion, I'll kill him now. I swear by the Night Angels. I serve only the Sakage now and myself. Always myself. May generations unborn forgive me, Regnus Geyer said, tears gleaming in his eyes. But I will not commit murder for what may be, Brant. I cannot. I will swear fealty. The wet boy slid the daggers back into their sheaths, ignoring the twin feelings of relief and despair he felt. It's that damned woman. She's ruined me. She's ruined everything. Damn women, they ruin everything, don't they? Blint saw the ambush from 50 paces away and walked right into its teeth. Not an ah, more like an O. Betrothal? Like that? Betrothal. I know, right, Cornito? It's like, wait, how do you pronounce it? I made you make coffee? Dude, coffee right now is so good, though. I love it. Betrothal. I don't know why I think it's betrothal. I just feel like that's how you should pronounce it. The sun was still an hour from rising, and the only people on the twisting streets of the Warrens were merchants who'd fallen asleep where they shouldn't have and were hurrying home to their wives. The guild, Black Dragon, from the guild glyphs he'd passed, was hiding around a narrow choke point in the alley where guild rats could spring up to clog both ends of the street and also attack from the low rooftops. He had affected a bad right knee and pulled his cloak tight around his shoulders, the hood pulled low over his face. As he leapt into the trap, one of the older children, a big, as they called them, jumped into the alley ahead of him and whistled, brandishing a rusty saber. Guild rats surrounded the wet boy. Clever, Durzo said. You keep a lookout before dawn when most of the other guilds are sleeping, and you're able to jump a few bags who've been out all night whoring. They don't want to explain any bruises from fighting to their wives, so they hand over their coins. Not bad. Whose idea was that? A Zoss, a big said, pointing past the wet boy. Shut up, Roth, the guild head said. The wet boy looked at the small boy on the rooftop. He was holding a rock aloft, his pale blue eyes intent, ready. He looked familiar. Oh, now you've given him away, Durzo said. You shut up too, the guild head said, shaking the saber at him. Hand over your purse or we'll kill you. Jaliliel, a black guild rat said. He called them bags. A merchant wouldn't know we call him that. He's Sakage. Shut up, Yar, we need this. Jaliliel coughed and spat blood. Just give us your... I don't have the time for this. Move, Durzo said. Hand it. The wet boy darted forward, his left hand twisting Jaliliel's sword hand, snatching the saber and his body spinning in. His right elbow cracked against the guild head's temple, but he pulled the blow so it wouldn't kill. The fight was over by the time the guild rats flinched. I said I don't have time for this, Durzo said. He threw back his hood. He knew he was nothing special to look at. He was lanky and sharp-featured, with dark blonde hair and a wispy blonde beard over lightly pockmarked cheeks. But he might have had 3 heads from the way the children shrank back. Durzo Blint, Roth murmured. Rocks rattled to the ground. Durzo Blint, the name passed through the guild rats in waves. He saw fear and awe in their eyes. They just tried to mug a legend. He smirked. Sharpen this. Only an amateur lets his blade rust. He threw the saber into a gutter, clotted with sewage. Then he walked through the mob. They scattered as if he might kill them all. Azoth watched them stride into the early morning mist, disappearing like so many other hopes into the sinkhole of the Warrens. Durzo Blint was everything Azoth wasn't. He was powerful, dangerous, confident, fearless. He was like a god. He looked at the whole guild arrayed against him, even the bigs like Roth and Jalil and Rat, and he'd been amused. Amused! Someday, Azoth swore. He didn't quite dare even think the whole thought, lest Blint sense his presumption, but his whole body yearned for it. Someday. When Blint was far enough away not to notice, Azoth followed. Yeah, actually Shaw convinced me to read this. This is one of his favorite series. I was going to read the Lightbringer series because it's my favorite, but I feel like this one's better. But I will say there is a part in this book, and I don't really want to spoil it right now, that I'm a little bit hesitant to read, especially on Twitch and YouTube. It talks about, I'm not going to say the word. It starts with the R. You know what I'm going with that. I read it as a teen, I think. Yeah, I think I read it early 20s. It wasn't quite that long ago for me. You can read Lightbringer, it's just a little more childish. I personally don't think it's that childish. I mean, a little bit, but I don't know, you're probably right though with all the stuff that happens in this book, in this series. I have the Night Angel trilogy as an all-in-one book. Okay, yeah. I actually thought about doing that too. But I don't know. Imagine taking a whole book on an airplane or just going somewhere, you know? But, you know, to each their own, right? Hold on 1 second, just making sure. Alright, he's just moving around, I think. Night Angel is a little gory. Okay, yeah, I mean, in the beginning, everybody dies. But also in the Lightbringer series, in the beginning, when Kip is in his town, his entire village gets slaughtered. So you see, like, the towns, it explains in detail, like, everybody getting killed. And I think one of the guys gets, like, a spear pierced through, like, his torso or something like that. Oh, and also, if you get to the part where, what's her name? I have suddenly forgotten her name. Gavin's girlfriend. Not really girlfriend, they're not really dating. She reaches a town where all these people, you know, all the people get murdered, and then there's like a whole, like, I guess, what would you call that? Like a whole thing of skulls encircling the town square. No, there's a lot of death and blood in it. Their powers are bouncing color balls. I mean, I get that, but then it's like you see a town filled with skulls. I mean, how much more gory should it be? I got it from Half Price. I love Half Price. They got really good books there, I feel like. The Bashus guarding the 9th subterranean chamber eyed Durzo sourly. There were twins and 2 of the biggest men in the Sakage. Each had a lightning bolt tattooed down his forehead. Weapons, one said. Lefty, Durzo said in greeting, removing his sword, 3 daggers, the dart strapped to his wrist, and a number of small glass balls from his other arm. I'm Lefty, the other one said, patting down Blint vigorously. You mind? Durzo asked. We both know if I wanted to kill anyone in there I could, with or without weapons. Lefty flushed. I liked the Warded Man as well. The Warded Man? Are you talking about Iron Fist? Or are you talking about in this book? Lefty flushed. Why don't I ram this pretty sword? What Lefty means is, why don't you pretend not to be a threat and we'll pretend we're the reason? Bernard said. It's just a formality, Blint, like asking someone, like, how they are when you don't care. I don't ask. I was sorry to hear about Vonda, Bernard said. Durzo stopped cold, a lance twisting through his guts. Really, the big man said. He held the door open, glanced at his brother. Part of Durzo knew he should say something cutting or threatening or funny, but his tongue was leaden. It's called the Demon Cycle Saga, I think. Oh, a different series. Okay. The Demon Cycle Saga. Hold on, let me look this up just real quick. Let's see. Demon Cycle. Gosh dang it. I have auto rotation on. Oh, okay. Is it kind of similar to Brent Weeks or how he writes? It kind of looks like it might be similar to the Night Angel series. Oh, okay. There's the Worded Man. I was wondering what you meant by that. Yeah, I've never read that or read that series. Oh, I like that. It separates series by Peter versus Brett. Okay. Similar but different. Yeah, because he doesn't really write about demons or anything like that, but probably like same writing style or so. Alright, hold on. Let me get some water real quick. Master Blint, Bernard said, recovering. Durzo stepped into the Knight's meeting room without raising his eyes. It was a place to inspire fear. Carved from black fiberglass, a platform dominated the room. 9 chairs sat on the platform. A 10th chair sat above them like a throne. There was only bare floor facing the chairs. Those the Knight interviewed would stand. The chamber was a tight rectangle, but it was deep. The ceiling was so high it disappeared into the darkness. It gave those questioned the feeling of being interrogated in hell. That the chairs, walls, and even the floor was carved with little gargoyles, dragons, and people, all screaming, did nothing to cool the effect. But Durzo walked in with an easy familiarity. The Knight held no terrors for him. What is that from? Kind of. I feel like this series is kind of inspired by Game of Thrones. Do you guys remember the Red Woman? It's like the Knight held no terrors for him. And then also, what is that town called? Westeros? I think it might be a little inspired by it, but I mean, it's not. It's completely different, obviously. The shadows welcomed his eyes, hid nothing from him. At least that much is left me. The 9 had their cowls on, except for Mama Kay, though most knew there was no hiding their identities from Durzo. Above them, the Shinga Pondraden sat in his throne. He was as still and silent as usual. Is the wife dead? Corbin Fischel asked. He was a fashionable, handsome man with a reputation for cruelty, especially toward those children in the guilds he managed. The laughter his lips might have provoked somehow dried up under the ever-present malice on his face. Things aren't as you expected, Durzo said. He gave his report briefly. The king would die soon, and the men whom the Sakage had feared would try to succeed him would not press their claim. That left the throne to Aline Gunder, who was too weak to dare interfere with the Sakage. I would suggest, Durzo said, that we make the prince promote General Agon to Lord General. Agon would keep the prince from consolidating his power, and if Kalidor makes any move... The tiny former slave master interrupted. While we acknowledge your complaint against Kalidor, Master Blint, we aren't to squander our political capital on some general. We don't have to, Mama Kay said. The mistress of pleasures was still beautiful, though it had been years since she was the city's most celebrated courtesan. We can get what we want by pretending someone else asked for it. Everyone stopped to listen. The prince was willing to buy out the general with a political marriage. So we tell him that Agon's price is a political appointment instead. The general won't even know, and the prince isn't likely to ask about it. And that gives us leverage to reopen the slavery issue, the slave master said. I'd be damned if we turned slavers again, another said. He was a big man gone to fat, with heavy jowls, small eyes, and scarred fists befitting the master of the Sakage's bashers. That conversation can wait. Blint doesn't need to be here for that. It's so weird saying that. Like reading it like that. Corbin Fischel said. He turned his heavy-lidded eyes to Blint. He didn't kill tonight. He let the statement hang, unadorned. Durzo looked at him, refusing to take the provocation. Can you still do it? Words were useless with a man like Corbin Fishhill. He spoke the language of meat. Durzo walked to him. Corbin didn't flinch, didn't turn aside as Durzo came toward the platform, though several of the 9 were clearly nervous. Under Fishhill's velvet trousers, Blink could see his muscles bunch. Corbin kicked at Durzo's face, but Durzo had already moved. He slammed a needle deep into Corbin's calf and stepped back. A bell rang, and a moment later, Bernard and Lefty burst into the room. Blint crossed his arms and made no move to defend himself. Blint was tall, but his mass was all lean muscle and sinew. Lefty charged like a warhorse. Durzo merely extended both hands, unclenched, but when Lefty crashed into him, the impossible happened. Instead of crushing the smaller man, Lefty's sprint ended instantly. His face stopped first, his nose popping against Durzo's open hand. The rest of him continued forward. His body lifted parallel to the ground, then crashed to the stone floor. Stop! Corbin Fishhill shouted. Bernard skidded to a halt in front of Durzo and then knelt by his brother. Lefty was moaning, his bleeding nose filling the mouth of a rat carved into the rock floor. Corbin pulled the needle out of his calf with a grimace. What is this, Flint? You want to know if I can still kill? Durzo put a small vial in front of the basher. If that needle was poisoned, this is the antidote. But if the needle wasn't poisoned, the antidote will kill you. Drink it or don't. Drink it, Corbin, Podredan said. It was the first time the Shinga had spoken since Blint entered. You know, Blint, you'd be a better wet boy if you didn't know you were the best. You are, but you still take your orders from me. The next time you touch one of my 9, there will be consequences. Now get the hell out. Poe with the poetry, the vibe music, plus the sounds of bro clicking that keyboard like a pro. Oh, yes, yes. I know. It's kind of funny. It's not that loud, is it? I don't think so.
Isn't that loud?
No, it's fine.
It's probably super loud.
I don't think anyone cares.
And I'll try to be quiet.
Yeah. What's up, Uniful? I'm so lost on what's happening. I'm reading. I actually know how to read books. It's called The Way of Shadows. So far, you're this boy named Zoth who is like a little guild rat, and he wants to become the best assassin, so he wants to train under this he's known as a wet boy, which is an assassin in this book, and he wants to train under him as an apprentice, and yada yada yada. That's pretty much it for now. Yeah, you code that new game. Did you figure out the coding?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Hell yeah.
We have 2 new cutscenes programmed
nice.
already in.
Guys, once he finishes his game, or I don't know, maybe like even before that, I'm gonna stream his game again. Wait, didn't I stream it? I did.
You did in Rage Quit.
Oh, only because of that last part. I'll be quiet, intense typing sounds. That sounds like something he would do.
I have like the loudest keyboard on the market.
I mean, it works, right? Works for what you want, I guess.
It worked before we put your new PC right next to mine.
Yeah, it's okay though. Yes, Marcel, I was about to say, this is some ASMR right there, right? Typing ASMR / reading ASMR. Let's see. I might grab some more coffee. So, I'll keep this on. I will actually... Where is my... What is this called? Oh, this one. Oops. Alright, I will be right back. I'm going to turn off my mic for a sec. Hello, everybody. Da-da. It was extra thonky and a great price. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he likes his keyboard really thonky. Is that even a word? Do it, Finn. Do it for the fans. Yeah, you were probably more focused on the story, right, Shaw? Dun, 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 dun. It adds the vibe to the stream. Yeah, I guess it kind of does, doesn't it? Hold on, let me see if anyone is on the Twitch side. Here's my Twitch. There's 3 people on the Twitch side, yee. And then there are, how many on the YouTube side? I wish it would just tell me, why is it like this? Just tell me. 8 people, okay.
Did you make coffee?
Yes, I did.
Did you make enough for me to have a cup?
Huh?
Did you make enough for me to have a cup?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee.
Sorry, I made it like earlier, like an hour ago.
Have a cup of coffee.
Do it. Do it, no balls.
A cup of uppy.
You gotta wear that hat though before you move.
Oh, my legs are jelly. I've been sitting way too long.
Coffee shop vibes. It is kind of, isn't it? Just reading a little bit, drinking some coffee, like in a coffee shop. Oh man, I really want to go to a coffee shop and just, I don't know, start writing again, because I've been writing a little bit the last few days. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the poetry that I've been writing has been a little bit dark. I mean, I guess that goes to say I like reading stuff like Stephen King. So, let me actually see, what did I write? I don't really want to read all of it because it's a little bit graphic, but I'll read a little bit of what I wrote today. Hey, what's up, Grant? Ew, it's Grant. Ew. Alright. I hate reading my stuff. My mind is a crazed place, unraveling at unseen seams. Each grain of thought falls inside the hourglass as if time runs short. Even the mask is discarded at night. Eyes darken to match the night and fingers gripping invisible ghosts. No harm would ever befall anyone but my own self. And then I'm not going to read the rest of this because it's very graphic, but I wrote a little bit earlier. Or was it today? No, it was yesterday. And it's a little graphic, so I'm not going to read all of it. Oh, okay, so you probably like, one of my favorite novels by Stephen King has got to be, I wish I could remember the name. Well, I like 11/22/63 about the assassination of JFK. And, oh, what is that one? The Langoliers is good too, the short story. And then there's one in specifically that I want to remember the name of. It's basically where this guy comes into town, sets up shop, and whoever goes into his shop and buys something, it's pretty much like giving their soul to him. I wish I remembered what it was called, though. Sounds like a great 51 Shades of Grey. Wow. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about bondage. I mean, I guess I could use it as bondage or something like that. My ear is itchy. This coffee is hot. Well, this is black coffee then. Help me. What? Oh, sorry.
Let's just get out of here.
Watch them run.
Look at the name.
I know. Oh, there needs to be an apostrophe. And son shouldn't be capitalized.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright.
Apostrophe one.
Oh, so what if I did though? What if I wrote, whatchamacall? Sorry, I'm like being nosy and looking at what he's doing over there. What if I actually wrote erotica? I wonder if I should. I don't know. Erotica's not really my thing, but I could try. The tunnel felt wrong. Azoth had been in other tunnels before, and if he wasn't exactly comfortable with moving through the clouding dark by touch, he could still do it. This tunnel had started out like any other, rough cut, winding, and of course dark. But as it plunged deeper into the earth, the walls got straighter, the floor smoother. This tunnel was important. But that was different, not wrong. What was wrong was one step in front of Azoth. He squatted on his heels, resting, thinking. He didn't sit. You only sat when you knew there was something you'd have to run away from. He couldn't smell anything different, though the air was as heavy and thick as gruel down here. If he squinted, he thought could see something. He thought he could see something. They are missing a word in this book. But he was pretty sure that was just from squeezing his eyes. He extended his hand again. Was the air cooler just there? Then he was sure he felt the air shift. Sudden fear arced through Azoth. Blint had passed through here 20 minutes ago. He hadn't carried a torch. Azoth hadn't thought about it then. Now he remembered the stories. A little puff of sour air lapped at his cheek. Azoth almost ran, but he didn't know which way was safe to run. He had no way to defend himself. The fist kept all the weapons. Another puff touched his other cheek. It smells like garlic? There are secrets in this world, kid, a voice said. Secrets like magical alarms and the identities of the nine. If you take another step, you'll find one of those secrets. Then 2 nice bashers with orders to kill intruders will find you. Master Blint, Azoth searched the darkness. Next time you follow a man, don't be so furtive. It makes you conspicuous. Whatever that meant, it didn't sound good. Master Blint! He heard laughter up the tunnel, moving away. Azoth jumped to his feet, feeling his hope slip away with the fading laughter. He ran up the tunnel in the dark. Wait! There was no response. Azoth ran faster. A stone grabbed his foot and he fell roughly, skinning his knees and hands on the stone floor. Master Blint, wait! I need the 2 apprentices with you! Master Blint, please! The voice spoke just over him. Though when he looked, Azoth could see nothing. I don't take apprentices. Go home, kid. But I'm different. I'll do anything. I've got money. But there was no response. Blint was gone. The silence ached, throbbed in time with the cuts on Azoth's knees and palms. But there was no help for it. He wanted to cry, but crying was for babies. Did you hear that? Crying's for babies.
Don't you look at me.
I will look at you.
No.
Yes.
I'm crying.
I'm just kidding.
I probably whine more than I cry.
Actually, yes, you do.
And I don't really cry, so.
You just whine a lot.
Good day.
Any chance we could see the bro, the man with the keyboard advanced skills who adds the bug to the stream? You want to say what's up to him? Oh, he wants to say hi to you. He wants to see you. He wants to see how good looking you are.
I'm scared.
You're scared. I know, bad timing. It's all good. We gotta wait till the end of the chapter. Poe is in her zone. Actually, it's almost done. I am almost done with the chapter. It's okay, I'll just poke his beard. Yo, this black coffee though.
Tasty.
I feel like black coffee does more to me than like the one with creamer. I don't know, I feel like it's stronger. Which of course makes sense, there's no creamer in it. What? I'm being laughed at. Azoth walked back to the Black Dragon territory as the sky lightened. Parts of the Warrens were shaking off their drunken slumber. Bakers were up, and Smith's apprentices were starting forge fires. But the guild rats, the whores, the bashers, and the sneak thieves had gone to sleep, and the cutpurses, cons, sharps, and rest of those who worked the daylight were still asleep. Usually the smells of the Warrens were comfortable. There was the permeating smell of the cattle yards over the more immediate smells of human waste glooping through wide gutters in every street to further foul the Plith River. The rotting vegetarian from the shallows and backwaters of the slow river, the less sour... Why is this like such a run-on sentence? Holy crap. It's like a whole paragraph of just one sentence with a whole bunch of commas to separate it all. Sorry, it's just bothering me. The rotting vegetation from the shallows and backwaters of the slow river, the less sour smell of the ocean when a lucky breeze blew, the stench of the sleeping never-washed beggars who might attack a guild rat for no reason other than their rage at the world. For the first time to Azoth, rather than home, the smells denoted filth. Rejection, and despair were the vapors rising from every moldering ruin and shit piled in the Warrens. The abandoned mill here, once used for hulling rice, wasn't just an empty building the guild could sleep in. It was a sign. Mills on the West Shore could be looted by those so desperate they'd break past whatever bashers the mill owners hired. It was all garbage and rejection, and Azoth was part of it. When he got to the guild home, Azoth nodded to the lookout and slipped inside with no attempt at stealth. The guild was used to children getting up to piss in the night, so no one would think he'd been out. If he tried to sneak in, he'd just draw attention to himself. Maybe that was what furtive meant. Lying down in his usual spot next to the window, he slipped between Dollgirl and Jarl. It got cold here, but the floor was flat and there weren't many splinters. He nudged his friend. J.O., you know what furtive means? But Jarl rolled away, grunting. Azoth poked him again, but Jarl wouldn't move. Long night, I guess. Like all the guild rats, Azoth, Jarl, and Dollgirl slept close to each other for warmth. Usually Dollgirl got the middle because she was small and got cold so easy, but tonight Jarl and Dollgirl weren't lying close to each other. Dollgirl scooted close and wrapped her arms around him, squeezing tightly, and Azoth was glad for her warmth. A worry gnawed at the back of his mind like a rat, but he was too tired. He slept. Ew, a streamy McStreamy. I smell the blood of an English corpse. Is that you? Where's the real oh, Lord. Yeah, I love French vanilla. I usually put French vanilla or hazelnut in my coffee, but I had French vanilla earlier in my first cup of coffee. So this cup of coffee, I'm just like, I'm just gonna have it black because I don't need that additional sugar, I guess. This was written by AI. What? What do you mean this was written by AI? Or is your new name Al? Is it Al? Hi, Al. Mr. Dreamy Al. Bunch of babies. I'm not crying, you're crying. Keed, isn't that you? Aren't you a crier? You big baby. What? Oh my god. We should get that. Don't you be calling me names. I'ma ban you. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I said I'ma ban you. I don't know. Everything you say is usually sexualized, so I'm just like, Guys, I'm in chapter 5. You know what I should do? I should read 100 pages tonight. How long would that take me? So I'm in chapter 5, page 29. And let's see. I would actually have to go to page 105 to get to the next chapter. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends on how I feel. Yeah, okay, Keith.
I head to bed.
You're going to bed. Why?
I got work in the morning.
You have work?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm making progress in my game.
You're gonna. Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
I'm happy with how my game turned out. Or at least the update I did.
That's good.
So.
You can do more too this weekend.
Yeah, I just gotta refamiliarize myself with the engine.
Right.
Go.
No coding stream. Actually, I feel like maybe people would be interested in something like that. Alright, 1 second.
Yeah, I'm probably. Don't mind me, just saying goodnight. Wait, what is going on?
Oh yeah, that's what's going on. Alright guys, Finn is going to bed. Now it's time to party. I wonder if I should play something too. You know what kind of sucks though? I kind of was thinking about maybe playing Sinner's Playground, but I don't have what's that called? GTA 5 on my computer. It's on his, and I'd have to have GTA 5 in order to get that mod for it. So unfortunately, I can't. Right, Cornito? You're not wrong there. I don't know. I kind of want to keep reading a little bit, but yeah, I guess I can. Not like that. Not like that, Keith. Sorry, this is not a hot tub stream. There will be no hot tubbing. Alright. I guess I can read chapter 5. Oh, sorry. Chapter 5. The nightmare started when Azoth woke. "Good morning," Rat said. "How's my favorite little gutter shite?" The glee on Rat's face told Azoth that something was seriously wrong. Roth and Hairlip stood on either side of Rat, almost bursting with excitement. Doggerel was gone, Jarl was gone, Jalolio was nowhere to be seen. Blinking against the sunlight streaming through the guild home's torn roof, Azoth stood and tried to orient himself. The rest of the guild was gone, either working, scavenging, or just deciding that now would be a good time to be outside, so they'd seen Rat come in. Roth stood by the back door, and Hairlip stood behind Rat in case Azoth ran for the front door, or a window. "Where were you last night?" Rat asked. "I had a piss." "Long piss. You missed the fun." When Rat spoke like that, totally flat, no effect in his voice, Azoth felt a fear too deep to shiver out. Azoth knew violence. He'd seen sailors murdered, had seen prostitutes with fresh scars, had a friend die from a vendor's beating. Oh yeah, same here, Keith. I do watch Amaranth from time to time. I'm just like, oh man, I wish I could make money like her, but but unfortunately that's not what I want to do. So good for her. Good for her for using her talents. A pedicure stream? I actually thought about painting my nails earlier, but I never did. I could always like do that. Just like I'll turn the camera down, just me painting my nails. That'd be funny, I think. It'd be kind of cool. Dun, 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 dun. Cruelty walked the Warrens holding hands with poverty and rage, but the dead look in Rat's eyes marked him as more of a freak than Hairlip. Hairlip had been born without part of his lip. Rat had been born without a conscience. I don't think I want to call it a stream, but I think I might call it a book reading. Alright, let me do this. I mean, I guess so, Keith. I guess having those knockers really helps. Simply no logical? Oh, is that someone on Twitch? They probably do their nails too, right? Oh yeah, thank you. I'm thinking about streaming something, like a game. What do I even want to stream though? If I do stream. I guess I could play some Undawn. I could do that. I got Squeedo Bites. Oh man, that reminds me of a song by the Three Local Boys. It's a Hawaiian band from like, I don't even know, the 90s, early 2000s or something. But they have a song called Mosquito Bites, and it is about that. Oh, that's cool, Marissa. I mean, I'm not that great at painting my nails, so I mean, I could paint it red. Ta-da! I painted my nails red. Isn't that fantastic? Hey, what's up, Trebs? Good to see you. Good to see you at this nighttime stream. I want to stream kind of long, so I'm just wondering if I could just play Undawn. I could always do that. So let's see. I don't know if that's gonna pop up on that screen or this screen. Probably that screen. Yeah, I thought so. Let's see. Oh, it shows up like that. I mean, I guess that works. Oh no, the baby. Where we stream at? Alright, I guess I can just go into intermission. Or into my other thing. Oh, is it not showing? It is not. That should be good then. Ta-da! Poe's grandpa is my dad. Dude, wouldn't that be crazy, Trebs, if really he was? Poe, careful with the camera angle. Wait, why? What'd I do with the camera? Wait, what? What do you mean careful with the... I have a t-shirt on. What'd I do? And I have pants on, too. Wait, what happened? I must know. Alright, let's see. Oh, the desktop. There you go. Now you can hear it. Oh, did you think I wasn't wearing pants? I was like, wait, what? I mean, usually I'm not, so it's probably a safe bet to just assume I'm not. I mean, he is actually, Trebs. Didn't you know? Didn't you know, Trebs? Oh my gosh. I don't want to buy anything. I want us to go to the bonfire party. I haven't played this in a while, so refine iron ore. Is this it? Refine iron ore. Da, 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 da. Do I not have any? Oh wait. I guess I don't have any. Cedar bark, tethered arm. I thought I had it though. Or I had something. That's all I have? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll be back. Hey, what's up, Star Luna? Hi, Poe, I switched here. Oh, what do you mean you switched? Oh, were you at somebody else's stream earlier? Alright, let's see. Let's go get some stuffs. But it's good to see you. I hope you're well, Poe. Love ya. Aw. Love you too, Trebs. And no, I'm doing good. Just kind of enjoying my night. I'm thinking about streaming more often at night. If I can, of course. So, yeah, I'm good. I am just relaxing. Let's see. It's been a while since I played this, actually. So I need to get iron ore, so I need to get some ore stuff. And I need to kill an animal, I think. There's no animals around here. Those are zombies. They're easy to kill, too. Twitch to YouTube. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do something, hold on. Let me fix something real quick. Where's my restream? There it is. Okay, there we go. I was in Twitch and came here and said, oh, I am so sorry. Yeah, I have a bad habit of not really looking at Twitch. I mean, I really should stop, but I need to figure out, like, a better way to do it. Oh, hi. Thank you. Did not see you there. Anyway, as I was. Do you have anything for me? I guess not. I need to get some cedar bark too. I think that's from the trees. This is why I don't get a lot of traction on Twitch. It's like, hi, Poe. Ignores. Like, well, I'm trying to remember where I can get the cedar bark from. It's not the tree, is it? Oh no, here we go. I can't get it from the trees. Grant said something to Twitch too, not sure if you saw. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did actually say hi to Grant. He usually comes in, says I'm ew, and then he leaves. I mean, Sounds like something I would do too, so. Alright, let's see. Oh, you must have been there for a while then, Star Luna. Alright, I need some cedar. Give me some cedar bark. Oh my god, it's so hard to get it. Oh, I got one. I got two. Oh my god, this is a big tree. Alright, how much did I get? No, I don't want my bike right now. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. Where's my backpack? Wood, but where's my cedar bark? I thought I got some. Oh, it's not even showing. Oh, I got some animal hide. What? I was also laser streaming too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know she was streaming tonight. What was she streaming? Okay, let's just go try and see if I can. Just have a Nightbot message popping up every 5 minutes like, I'm not ignoring you, I just forgot. I should, actually. I should get something like that. She's still streaming DVD. I have that game. Only on the PS4, though. Let's see. So does... Will this work? Alright, is that the... Oh, that's a different cedar, I guess. Oh, I gotta do the iron ore, too. I'll be able to play with you, Poe, if you want to sometime. Yeah. Yeah, I need to. Didn't I just refine it? It's not saying that I don't understand. Am I not understanding it? Raw material workbench. Oh, I guess maybe I already refined it. I don't know. But what about the animal? Yeah, DVD is fun. It's not my favorite game to play, but I guess it can be fun, though. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Cedar bark. Oh, okay, perfect. Now I need to do tethered animal. I think I need to kill a couple animals. Oh yeah, see, I will only play it with people. I probably won't play it with anyone else. Well, I had a friend that I was playing with for some time. I think this was when I lived in Hawaii or something, and then I got a boyfriend, and then he was like, nope, I'm out. Oh, why are you not? Oops. Oh my god, it's a bear. Oh my god. Wait, I don't get anything for killing you? There's no way. Why would I not? Hello? I don't know, I feel like I should get something for killing a bear. I think I get something for killing a moose though, right? No? Okay. Oh, that was a headshot. It's alright playing by yourself. It seems way more fun with people. Yep, it does. It is, definitely. No, look at the tiny bear. I will not kill you. You are too cute. Look at you. Look at you run, you little bear. It's too cute. I love it. I have no idea where the gens are. The gens? What's the gens? Well, since COVID, I started it on mobile. Oh, I gotcha. Well, you can play it on your cell phone? There's no way. Not charging. Alright, let's see. I gotta get back this way. Oh, okay. Let me do this real quick. I should have tethered animal hide. Okay. Oops. It only says one, I think. Woohoo! Oh, I thought. Why was that not? Oh, I do need to do 5. Okay. Alright, cool. So I should be good then. Use a workbench to craft a firearm. Okay. Does it matter what firearm? Maybe just this one for now. Yeah, we'll just do that. Woohoo! I should probably change my title on here. Just in case anyone's expecting me to be reading. Give me 1 second. Stream manager. Edit. Alright, there you go. Now I edited it. Edited it. Alright, I'm actually gonna be right back though. Hey, what's up, Kiwi? Alright, let's see. Let me get back into it. And yeah, if you want to play Fortnite, but I can understand if you're busy, so just let me know. I'm honestly just playing a free game that's on Steam, so just pretty much doing that. Alright, so... Ooh, well, there's so much to this game. I never even realized that. Nice. This Lego truck sorted before I get to... There's a Lego show? What? Oh, that's exciting. I didn't even know they had those. Are you excited? A late night Fortnite Pee-wee stream? Soon. Real soon. Maybe next weekend? That'd be kind of dope if we could. Alright, let's see. Raven Shelter. What am I supposed to do? Return to the homestead and use the workbench to craft an explosive drone. Oh my. Why is there so much to this game? I feel like this game really requires a lot. Oh, oops, I never actually. Or assemble, and then... What do I do now? How do I guess I can put that there. Oh, is that what I need to do? How do I assemble it? I'm so confused. I have the kids on Friday night, but I'm keen Saturday or Sunday. Okay, I gotcha. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't want to set a password. That's fine. Oh, what's up, Misfit? Good to see ya. Oh, getting a little bit tired. I shouldn't, though. I need to stay up for a little longer. At least until 12. Let's see. Gordo Noob. Am I wonder, still in my... Do I don't have a team? Oh, they must have kicked me off because I wasn't on a lot. I'm good. I was actually reading earlier. I was reading some of my Night Angel series book. It was fun, and I enjoyed it, but... Oh gosh, reading for like an hour kind of makes you a little tired, I feel like. Also, it's Lakota. Yeah, I know. I can actually tell because I recognize your profile picture. So it's like... Yeah, I feel like your name used to be Misfit, though. Didn't it? I thought... Or I could be wrong, I don't know. Oh, goodness, I'm so tired. Oh, yeah. For sure, for sure. Alright, let's see. I don't know if I really want to play this game anymore. It's a cool game, but it's not really a streaming game, I don't feel like. How do I exit out of here? There we go. Easy peasy. I mean, I might actually call this a stream, to be honest with you. I don't know, I feel like I need to stream a little longer, but I'm starting to get a little tired. Oh. I should switch this back over here. Hello. Yeah, I forget. I take my selfie in the same spot. It's okay, Lakota. It is okay. I sometimes do that too. I was just on a video call with my mama, and she was with my auntie who has dementia. She didn't know who I was until Mom said my name, but damn, she's hilarious. Oh, well, at least she has a good sense of humor, honestly. You know, sorry about the dementia, but that's awesome. She must have been like cracking you up. I love that. I might just chill for a bit. I don't really feel like playing anything, but I'll sit and chat for a little bit. Alright guys, I have a very important question for you. What is, in your opinion, the best video game of all time? I must know. Oh, that's awesome. I kind of wish I had more of a sense of humor. Do you ever just feel like, man, I wish I was funnier? You know? The only thing I'm blessed with is good looks. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. Hey, dream catchers are awesome. So I have a question, Lakota. Are you, if you don't mind me asking, are you part Indian? I think you are, right? Horizon Zero Dawn. I missed that game. I think I only have that on the PS4, and I don't have that connected to my PC. I only have like 11 games on my Steam. If I had my PS4 connected, I could definitely play Horizon Zero Dawn. I could play Apex Legends, I guess. I might turn on voice chat for like the random team members. I could do that actually. I don't know. I kind of just feel like vibing though. I should just sit here and nod my head the entire time. Don't mind me. Alright, anyway. I guess we could play some... Chris needs to get his booty back on Horizon. Oh, he was playing that? When was he playing that? Oh, he's good. He's sleeping right now. Earlier, before I started my stream, because I have my baby monitor right to my right, he was crying. I just had to go up there and soothe him, and, you know, and it's a good feeling. I feel like to have your baby need you, you know? And like earlier, Finn and I were just like watching TV on our bed, and our son's just like, he was just like jumping all over us and like making little screaming noises, like dinosaur noises. And then he tried going after Finn's laptop, and I'm like, because we kept telling him no, but he was being so naughty. He was being so rambunctious. I feel like he's gonna be really naughty when he's older. He is a boy after all, so you know how boys are, but he played only up the day before that. Oh, okay. So it wasn't too long ago. I didn't catch it. Was it late at night? I'm a good majority Native and part Mexican and some Irish, but I consider myself mainly Native or Mexican. Okay! So it's kind of like me. I consider myself mostly Hawaiian and Mexican. I do have Chinese in me, but I mean, my dad, he was from Mexico, so I forget if he was full Mexican. So I just consider myself half Mexican. And then of course my mom and my grandfather and everybody is Hawaiian, and then my grandma is Caucasian, so I definitely have a lot of Caucasian in me as well. And I do like to consider myself pretty Chinese, mostly because in Hawaii you have like everybody has a bunch of Asian ethnicities, I feel like. So it's kind of cool. I like being a mutt. I like having different ethnicities. I think it's really cool to be super diverse. Um, so I don't know. He needs to play when I'm not working. Kiwi, every time I stream now, I'm gonna start streaming when you're working. Every time. No, I'm just kidding. It was 4th of July, I believe. Not late at all. I think it was around 4 to 5 p.m. Oh, what was I doing that day? Oh, I know what I was doing. I think I was playing Star Ocean on PS2, which was kind of fun. But a lot of people see my Mexican part than my native part, mainly because of my facial hair. Yeah, see, I feel like where I live at in Indiana, there's not really any Hawaiians here, so when people look at me, they probably think automatically Mexican. Just because, I mean, they don't really see any other ethnicities around here, you know? I'm native from Canada and some native from America. Okay, I like that. Well, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that people of diversity live longer. I don't know if that's really true. Like, I supposedly should be living longer than Finn. I don't know, but hey, it could be a thing. Oh my god, Kiwi. Oh no, you know what? It's because I stream around 1, usually my time, so that's like, yeah, that's right before you go to work, yep. That's when my son takes his nap, so. But I kind of want to do like daytime streams, but also nighttime streams where I'm reading and doing whatever, or vibing, you know? I'm turning Chinese, Mexican, white, and local, sister. Do you really think so? Shista. The way you say that, shista. Yeah, I'm everything though. I hope not. LOL, just kidding. Wait, what? Hope not what? Are you Oh, hey, what's up, Shaw? Welcome back. Kiwi is 50% fruit and 50% bird. She is. But I'm about to go back on afternoon shift, so I won't be starting till 11. Oh, okay. Well, I can try and stream earlier, maybe. It really does depend on my son, because when he's up, he's usually requiring all my attention now. Like, when he was younger, I could stream more often, because he couldn't really go anywhere. That's terrible to say, but now that he's crawling, he's just like, what's that? What's that? What's that laptop? I want to destroy that laptop. I was talking about living longer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a real thing, you know? But hey, who knows? Hi, why? You know who we haven't had in stream in a while? We haven't had Kurt in here in a while. I miss that guy. I really hope he's doing good. He does talk in my Discord a lot, especially when it's Yakuza involved or just memes, but I miss him. So what did you think when you saw me without knowing any of my background? When I saw you, I automatically thought Native American, to be honest with you. And I kind of like your look, you know? You look good. Not trying to hit on you or anything, I'm just saying. Emu! Oh my god, guys, so I went to the zoo like a couple weekends back, and oh gosh, so we had to go to this little area, and there was, I think, 4 giraffes together with these ostriches, or they could be emus. They kind of look like emus too. And like the giraffes kept like going towards the ostriches, and the ostrich was just like, like it wanted to fight the giraffe so bad. It was kind of funny. Hey, welcome back, Lady Sal. I'm okay. I'm in Arizona for some training. What kind of training? Just military training in general, or? I almost forgot about him. Yeah, if you haven't seen someone in a long time, I could definitely see that. White Latina? Okay. Yeah. I can kind of see White Latina, to be honest. Oh, I gotcha, Marissa. I feel like in Texas, I bet the zoos are a lot more, I guess, there's a lot more traffic at the zoos. Here, when I went to the zoo, there was barely anyone there. I mean, there was people there, obviously, but it was such a small area, like a small town and everything, that there really weren't that many people there. And we found perfect parking, too. So it's like, okay. Like, I kind of like where we live because it's not like we're in a huge city, like Indianapolis or anything like that. I like it. I mean, sometimes I complain that there's not much to do where I live, but that's just gonna happen, right? So many people are at the zoo at any given time. That sucks. Why don't you come live here in Indiana? We could be besties. You can live right next door to me. Shaw, baby's name is Beebs now. Dude, yes. You too, Misfit. Lakota, you are appreciated and loved, and you are amazing. You're the most amazing person here. Oh, I get that. I mean, honestly, I think when some people look at me here, I'm sure they get a little racist as well. But for the most part, most people here are really nice. I mean, I remember when I first moved here, I went to Dairy Queen and, you know, I was ordering like an ice cream or something like that. And I was like smiling kind of because I was having a good day. And I think, so this guy like looked at me in the rearview mirror and he bought my ice cream for me. I was like, oh, thank you. And then there was another time I went to the grocery store, and right outside the grocery store, they have like a little hot dog stand. And I didn't have enough money on me. And the guy in front of me was like, oh, no problem. I'll get you your hot dog, because it was only like $2.50. So I don't know. It's like there's going to be racist people anywhere, but I feel like a good majority are not. But I don't know what kind of area is like over there. Okay, you're hyping me up too much. Okay, I'll stop hyping you up then. I'll just be like, alright, Lakota, you gotta be a bump on the log. There's plenty... Oh, wait, what is that word? I don't want to say that, Keith, because I don't know if that's... What's superotas? What is that? What does that mean? I feel like Lady Cell knows what that means, but I don't know if it's bad. It's really because I was born here in the US. If I was born in Mexico, I'd definitely be tan as fuck. See, I was gonna say, I've been going to the beach more often, and I'm actually getting my tan back. Like, my actual, like, brown skin and everything. And I feel like I look so much better when I have a tan going on. And, I don't know. Like, being pale is okay. But I like being tan. I like being, like, my local Hawaiian Mexican self. I don't know. The superiors? Okay, I thought so. If I clean shape, I'm Asian. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I wonder if I'd look different if I cut my hair short again. I used to have really short hair. And with my long hair, yeah, I definitely look like a Mexican. With short hair, I got really like chubby cheeks. The chubbiest of cheeks. Yeah, Marissa's also... I think Marissa also speaks full... Or, yeah, I think she speaks Spanish as well. Oh my god, Lakota! Why would they say that to you, though? I mean... That's just rude. I feel like people that tell people, oh, go back to your country or go back to wherever you came from, I feel like those people are super ignorant. And honestly, I feel sorry for them. You know, it's like, you're just doing your own thing. You're just relaxing. I don't know, going to the store, and then you get called, like, go back. You get called something, too. It's like, I feel like their parents are really ignorant, and they just aren't very cultured. But, like, in this day and age with social media, it's so easy to get cultured. Just go on YouTube. You'll see, I don't know, some Asian chick in Japan. You'll see, like, some Russian guy streaming, or, like, it's so easy. And you get to, like, you actually get to know those people. Like, get to know them, talk to them, converse with them, see what kind of games they like, etc. It's kind of nice, you know? I really like how society has gone in certain things. Not all things, obviously, but society is not entirely terrible like we think it is. You do look a little pale though, Lady Sal. But I could definitely tell that you're Mexican for sure, or some kind of Spanish ethnicity. Rissa. A chancellor? What is a chancellor? Oh, of course. You are made to play the Indian? So did you ever say, hey guys, I want to play a cowboy, and they just wouldn't let you? I don't know, I lived in Hawaii for 6 years, and in those 6 years, I met so many different people. I had Vietnamese friends, I had a couple of them, or I think it was like 3 of them actually. And we worked at 7-Eleven together, and I also had Filipino friends, so like, all of us would get together, me, my Filipino friends, my Vietnamese friends, and we'd go to concerts, we would eat like pho at the Vietnamese restaurant, and there was a time we went to the beach and they brought like a bunch of fish. They're like, yeah, come with us, you know, eat some of our food, our like homemade Vietnamese food. And I remember like they were talking to each other in Vietnamese, and I'm like, I did feel uncomfortable a little bit. It was like, I get that you guys mainly speak Vietnamese, but I mean, they could be talking about me, and it's, you know, I've kind of accepted that though, that other people will talk, you know, their other language, you know, and it's fine, you know. You gotta just understand that that's their language, it's their primary for the most part. So it's like I know when I used to work at a hotel though, I had Filipino housekeepers, and they are the ones that definitely talk shit about you. So, but I stopped caring. It's like, what are they gonna do? They're just gonna talk about me, whatever. Yep. And Koreans at nail salons, they talk a lot of crap. I mean, not all of them. I'm sure not all of them are like that, but Lady Stell, didn't you go to the beach while you were here? Was it like once? Because I do that too. I'll like go to the beach once in like, I don't know, 6 months. I'll take a picture, be like, yeah, y'all, I'm at the beach, and then I won't go for like another 6 months. It's kind of what I do. I'm not really dark, so even native people say I'm not native enough because I'm not as dark as them. There is nothing wrong about... That's terrible. Do you want to come live in Indiana? They are a lot nicer here, Lakota. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want to live where you live. Oh my god, Keith. But yeah, Rissa's right. What's up, Kiwi? Why are you arguing? Why is there arguing going on? I feel a little hungry. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been fasting a lot. So I'll eat like Cheerios or something in the morning, and then I won't eat for like 8 hours until like maybe 4 or 5 p.m. I ate chicken today with broccoli. I'm trying to lose a little bit more weight if I can. It's really hard though. I was starving for 8 hours. I was like, how do people do this? But I think once you get used to it, it's okay. Keith! She does not. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm so glad I can't get sunburned either. But I think I can occasionally if I'm like out too long. But for the most part, I only like to tan for maybe an hour, and that's about it. Oh. Yeah. Is it because you also don't go out too often, Marissa? You do work nights, so it makes sense. I believe I have some European background, either French or German. One of my great-great-grandparents was white with blue eyes, or so I heard. Oh, okay. I mean, my grandma was white too, so, you know. My grandfather was Hawaiian. My grandma was Caucasian from, I forget what city or what state she's from. I think Kansas originally. Kiwi. Yeah, Marissa. Today I was kind of depressed, if I'm being honest with you. So I went on a little walk. It wasn't like a huge walk, you know. I wasn't like going 4 miles like I normally do. But I walked for like 40 minutes, and it felt good, even though I felt sad at the same time. And I just feel like just going outside in general really helps with depression and stuff like that. So, but I'm doing okay. You know, I'm trying to moderate mostly. Like, I had a slice of pizza and then Finn ate the rest of the pizza. But, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes determination, so. Wait, is that Silent? Silent Drifter! Silent, you my best friend. You my friend. Oh my goodness. Don't defend Marissa's habits with your friendliness, Popo. Oh. How dare you, Silent? How dare you? I got sunburned driving to Arizona. Oh my god. My arm close to the... How long did it take you to go to Arizona? I feel like that's hours away, isn't it? Like maybe 10%, but Oh my gosh, it was so cool when I went to your house, Lady Cell. Or it wasn't cool. I guess it was just when you guys were speaking Spanish. I think it was like you and your grandma or something. And I actually love hearing that. I just always think that other languages are so beautiful. Like, as a person that only speaks English, I love hearing other people speak other languages. It's just, there's just something so, I don't know what it is. It's beautiful in its own way. It's like, you're able to go from one language to another. And I always wonder, like for you personally, Lady Cell, do you think in Spanish, or do you think in Spanish and English? You probably mix the two, right? Or you combine the two? I'm always outside of nature and people ask me how the heat don't bother me. The heat actually doesn't bother me too much either. It's the sweating that bothers me. It's like, well, it depends. Like, I straightened my hair today and I was sweating because it was hot while I was doing it. Like, that bothers me. But other than that, heat doesn't bother me that much either. I mean, it gets hot though. Yeah, I don't really see the sun, but I was born super white with red hair. With red hair? Do you have any pictures? That my dad thought she messed around on him and had me, but she didn't. Oh, jeez. Bye, Keith. I love going outside during fall time. I don't do well in hot weather. Yeah, everybody's different, I guess. Fall is okay. I guess fall is okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let me pull up my... Oh wait, no, it's right there. Never mind. I don't know. I think, I feel like... What is my favorite? I don't really like spring because my allergies act up. Winter is too cold. I feel like summer is my thing. I love summer because I can do so many things. Like, I can go to the beach. Have a good night, Keith. I can go to the beach. I can just go for a walk. I can go anywhere. It's weird because both of my parents were white, but I'm not, so I don't know if it skips me. Oh, interesting. Okay. They probably have, like, whatchamacall, different ancestry stuff, right? Northern Mexicans tend to be lighter than Southern Mexicans, especially because they're closer to the equator than we are. Oh, I didn't know that. See, Lady Cell's really smart. Dude, okay, so we did a quiz game, and I was a little drunk. I don't think she was that drunk. But, like, it was me, Finn, and her. And, she's like, I'm bad at trivia. And she beat our asses in trivia. I'm just like, she's like that quiet smart. And I feel like she's that quiet smart, and I feel like she observes a lot more than she says. Like, don't let her fool you guys. She is a smart cookie. Oh, I gotta charge my phone soon, too. I love this chill and chat stream. Yeah, me too. I might make it a thing where I read a little bit and then play a little bit, and then at the end of the night before I leave, just kind of chat and chill. It's relaxing, I feel like. I like it. That's why I like the just chatting. I should probably change it back to just chatting on Twitch. I keep going back and forth, but oh well. She's not my grandma. Can I be your grandma? And Taps is playing Lord Bless? What is Taps? Until this day, I've never seen Poe finish a game. No, Shaw is right. I hardly finish a game on stream. I think maybe 10, Final Fantasy 10. Spanglish till the day I die? Hell yeah. Silent Drifter. Silent Drifter, you know what I envision you? I envision you being like in a really cold climate, as like a sailor, or I don't know why. I see you as a sailor slash like lumberjack person. That just swears all the time. The sweating and humidity sucks. It does. Yes, it does. Especially that humidity part. I don't know. My family wasn't big on photos. Oh. I get that. And plus, like, that was how long ago? Oh gosh, like 28 years ago. It's a long time if you think about it. I hate hot weather. Works 12 to 16 hours in it. Yeah, but at least you get used to it. If you're in the cold all the time, you probably would shiver, like, more than you being hot. Sounds like she's a hustler. Yeah. Still got them street smarts? She does. But yes, my first language is technically Spanish, but I mainly speak English. Okay. Yeah. I wish I could speak 2 languages. Speaking of Spanish, someone didn't, like, reply to my message earlier. Ugh, that's okay. Yeah. I don't know. I can definitely see you as a sailor. Oh gosh. I just know things. Alright, Tyrion Lannister. I just drink and I know things. I feel like that was a Game of Thrones reference that you didn't realize. Oh, I'm a little hungry. I really shouldn't eat anything before bed though. Let me mute this real quick. I want to see how loud this actually is. Oh, I guess it's not that bad. If my voice is, if I'm actually just facing the microphone. No, yeah, I think I remember you saying that, Lady Cell. You need to watch Game of Thrones. I watched it for the first time this year, and it's so good. I promise you, it gets better after the, like, first season. Or even at the end, it's really good. Like, you will absolutely love it. And yeah, the 8th season isn't the greatest, just FYI. Like, everybody says it's not. Nah, I surprise myself sometimes when I know things. That's good. Well, it's probably, like, you've probably learned something in passing, like, just by world experience, or, like, you know, I think it was Rissa that says street smarts. It's probably one of those things that, like, is in your head, and then when the question is actually asked, it's like, oh, I actually know this answer. Like, I feel like that's what trivia does. Trivia isn't just about knowing things, it's also just, like, making you recall, you know, from your past experiences that you may not remember, and I like that. Some said I looked like Danny Trejo and Johnny Depp had a baby. I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see the Danny Trejo and Johnny Depp thing. Oh my god, wasn't Danny Trejo in Spy Kids? I remember him being in that. That was such a fun movie. I like the older version. There's like a new version of Spy Kids and it's not the same. I know there's spicy scenes. Yeah, there's a lot of women nudity. There needs to be more men nudity. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, he played the bad guy, I think. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was one of the bad guys. Wait, no. No, he wasn't. He was actually the good guy. He was the actual uncle. There was another guy who was not Danny Trejo, who was like the fake uncle, but he wasn't really helping. Or wait. Sorry, I'm trying to think. No, he does help. Danny Trejo does. Hold on, I gotta figure it. Hold on, let me take a look real quick. Danny Trejo. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's a good guy, I think. At least I thought so. Could be wrong. Honestly, though, I know. I probably should go to bed soon though. Are you guys all staying up late tonight? Probably, right? Ew! I mean, oh. Wait, which kid? Oh, you're probably talking about, I think his name's Carlos in it. Yeah. I didn't know he married Megan Trainor, though. Not the yawn, I know. I'm gonna make you guys yawn by me yawning. Are you working today, Marissa? Probably, right? It is a Thursday after all. But now it is a Friday. Ha ha ha. Kiwi! No, stop working. Working is for the weak. Lame, Marissa. I always stay up late. I'm a skinwalker. A skinwalker, huh? Oh my god, what is that show we started watching earlier? So I think it's called like the Skinwalker Ranch or something. It's in Utah, and basically, it's like this ranch that was built on, I guess supposedly, what was it? I don't know if it was a burial ground or if they like sacrificed a bunch of animals, but it's basically just like these guys are there and they're trying to figure out like, okay, so UFOs were sighted, blah blah blah. So this house, I guess, like so many people have tried living in this house, and each time they're like, no, you know, there's something going on here. And I guess they're trying to discover what that is. Even somebody sold the house, which has like 500 and some acres, for $1 to somebody. And it's like, what did you question that? Like, why would you sell this beautiful like house with 500 and some acres for $1? Just so they could get rid of it? Yeah, I think it's called the Skinwalker Ranch. Native lands usually are where skinwalkers are. I've heard not, I don't know. So what exactly are skinwalkers? What does that mean? What is that? When I think of skinwalkers, I think of cannibalism for some reason. I don't, yeah, what is that? I'm not working, I'm staying up late. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. It's like 7 p.m. over there? Kiwi, I think. The ranch was once a Native American land until the army pushed them out of there, so they cursed land. Oh, okay. Oh, you probably know a lot about it then. But what is a skinwalker? Now I gotta look this up. Skinwalker. Hold on. What are skinwalkers? Just like UFOs? Or, I guess aliens? Are a... hold on. Kind of like a witch. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, it's 5. Holy crap. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's right, you're 7 hours behind. Well, I mean, like, probably technically 13 hours or so, but... No, you're like a day ahead, so... Ugh, I'm not calculating the math. It's an animal that turns into a human, like a shapeshifter. Oh, okay. So do you guys believe in ghosts and like aliens and stuff like that? So me personally, I don't believe in the supernatural. I know I've been really thinking demons. Well, okay, maybe demons, but not ghosts. Like I feel like if ghosts are anything, they're demons in the manifestation of a ghost. Well, I've never seen anything supernatural, so I couldn't tell you any of it's real. But Finn and I have agreed that even if we don't really believe in the supernatural, we will never use a Ouija board. I almost did when I was younger. I bought it from, I think it was actually at Barnes & Noble. I bought it, but nobody would play it with me, so I just threw it out. I was like, you know what? I don't know. I always looked at it though, like, oh my god, I want to use it. I would always eye it out, like, oh, that, you know, it'd be so interesting if, like, I don't know. Like, do you think Ouija boards actually do bring up demons and stuff like that? I don't know, I just always wanted to, I guess. You're probably scared of them too, right, Marissa? Oh yeah, and it's like, especially with me having a son, like, I don't want to bring a demon inside here, you know, to terrorize my son and Finn, you know? It's like, why would I want to do that? Why would you purposely bring in a demon into your house? Exactly, Rissa. So it's like, I may not exactly, I might kind of believe, I don't know, but yeah, why would you invite them into your house, you know? Like, I may be a little stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Okay, I'm not stupid. I'm a little slow. Because I feel like Marissa's gonna yell at me for calling myself stupid. Oh, man. I feel Ouija boards, once used, are instant imitations. Yeah. See, and that's why I bought it new. I feel like if they're new, it's fine. But you definitely have a point, because apparently my grandma experienced, I guess, what was it? She bought something from Goodwill, or it might have been a garage sale, and I think it was a picture frame. And so she bought it, she hung it up, whatever. That same night, she had a really bad nightmare, and it involved the picture frame. I think she said, like, she was walking down the hallway, and it was like an endless hallway, and I don't remember if she said something was chasing her or something, but she was like trying to figure out, like, why am I having these dreams? It's got to be something I bought. So once she got rid of it, everything was fine, you know. And that's why, like, I think some used things from Goodwill and garage sales could potentially be holding a demon or something in it. Yeah, there is a horror movie called Mirrors, I believe. It could be different. And I think, like, these demons are trapped in mirrors. It's kind of scary. It's like the whole Bloody Mary thing you say 3 times. Like, I tried doing it, though, and I psyched myself out. I don't think anything actually happened when I did the whole Bloody Mary thing. I was just typing that. You're not stupid. Yeah, but like in Native culture, we believe animals are our dead ancestors watching us. Oh, okay. Oh, what was it? My uncle, like, he used to love to write poetry, which is surprising because he was like one of those, like, antisocial guys. But there was a poem he wrote, and he's like, "Don't weep for me." Like, this is when he dies and everything. He's like, "Don't weep for me, for I could be the puppy at your feet," you know. And I think he honestly believed in reincarnation. I don't know about that part about believing animals are dead ancestors, but it was something like that. I don't believe in good and evil. I believe in bad or good energy, and whatever energy you will get back. It depends on your definition of that. I feel like there are definitely really good people, and there are definitely really good, like, really evil people. I mean, I watch so much true crime that I don't think I believe that. I mean, there are truly evil people that will kill. Well, they are like most of the evil people that do kill. I think they are mostly influenced by hardcore drugs. So I don't know. I don't know if I would call, like, people that kill people or their own children. I don't know if you'd call that, like. I feel like that's evil people, not just evil energy. I don't know. I guess I never thought about that. That is a good invitation for a conversation. Mirrors are said to be portals for demons. Okay, I could see that. I could definitely see that. And here Finn is wanting to, like, erect a mirror on our ceiling. Like, if you put out good energy, you will get back good things, and if you put out bad energy out, you will get bad things back. No, I agree with that for sure. I feel like both are true. I feel like bad energy and good energy, yes, I believe that. I think it's called law of attraction. But I also believe that people are good and bad. Like, so for myself, I feel like I can look at 2 viewpoints almost equally. Like, I can, sometimes in my mind, I think about criminal stuff. Like, it's like, what if I did that? I wonder what the consequences would be for my actions, etc., etc. I think, I guess because I've always wanted to be a police officer, police officers have to think like a crook, and it's just like I think about these things, and it's like, huh, if I were to do like, I don't know, rob a bank, what would the consequences be, etc. I sometimes think about all that. I don't know. I think I'm just rambling on at this point. I don't even know if that makes any sense. I should drink some more coffee. Actually, no, I should not drink any more coffee. I will actually eat these dry roasted peanuts that are unsalted. Don't mind me. Just eating my peanuts. I feel like... Hey, welcome back, Saturday. I feel like... I don't know what my energy is like. Lady Stella, are you still there? Like, when you first met me, what was my energy? I'm kind of curious to know what people thought. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm a terrible person. I know I'm not terrible, but I don't know. Like today, I was really hating on myself. And I know I shouldn't, but sometimes I don't know, life is hard. Oh, is that the baby? Uh-oh. Does he need mama? No, he's just moving, okay. Not Nate ditching us for Twitch. I need more, like, people on Twitch. I like to actually have a platform on both. I mean, I'd probably have more people on Twitch if I didn't forget about the Twitch chat half the time. Oh, man. Like, I remember, what was it, like a week or two ago? There were like 2 people that came in. I haven't talked to them forever. Completely ignored them. It's like, I'm so sorry. Damn, Saturday. Multitasking like a beast. Hey, what's up, Tommy? How art thou? Don't mind me just eating these peanuts. I wonder. I want to go on my Twitch real quick. I want to see if... where do I go for that, actually? No, I need to actually switch out my thing real quick. Switch it back to just chatting. Uh-oh. Oh, the baby. Is he okay? Oh, I might need to check on the baby in a minute. Or maybe not. I guess he's okay. Sorry, just me checking on my son. I'm gonna switch this back to just chatting. Excited for the acting school? Yeah. So is it a prestigious acting school, or is it just or what kind of acting school is it? Also, you loved partying in your earlier 20s and had lots of fun. Yeah, that's true. Oh wait, I thought you were a very chill and down-to-earth kind of person who really cares about people and would help others if you had the chance. But also, you love partying in your earlier 20s and had lots of fun. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I probably partied a little bit too much, but I mean that's how it is, right? I wonder if he's waking up. Kind of looks like he might be waking up. Yeah, but I've never been a perfect person, though. You know, I used to say and do things that I really shouldn't have ever said or done. But you know, I was young. You know, I've learned I've learned my ways. I'm 27 now, almost 28. Oh gosh, but I've learned a lot, I guess. You didn't party enough? Oh, is that why you're trying to party now? Oh, it's starting. It's a starting point for academy. So yeah. Okay. Fun, fun. I don't know if I could do acting. I did take a theater class in high school. That was kind of fun. Oh yeah, how was your stream, Lays? I heard you were doing Dead by Daylight. Oh yeah. I definitely agree with that, Lays. I don't know, so Rissa knows this too. Well, I've been going out more. Like, I'm meeting all these moms and everything from my mom group, and I love it. It's just like sometimes I feel really awkward. Like, I feel like I try too hard when I talk to them. It's like I always try to find something to talk about, and I don't know. I just feel like I just want to be more sociable, and I want to be able to like read people too and read the conversation. And it's been nice, you know, getting to know all these moms, but it's like nerve-wracking sometimes because I'm introverted. Like, I love staying at home. I love just like talking to them from afar, and it's like I'm really trying to get myself to you know, talk to people more outside of just like at home or whatever. It's hard, but I know it's worth it because it's mostly for my son, so he gets that socialization. It was brutal. I got work. Some teammates wanted to quit the game. Oh no. It was that dumb. Oh lord. You're welcome, Tommy. Oh my god, that makes me think. I remember I was streaming Final Fantasy VIII and Sabrina came into my stream and she was at a barbecue and she was like, I really don't want to be here. I'm too introverted for this or something like that. And I'm just like, I feel you. Like, I really do feel you because it's like I try, but it's like, ugh. No, because I think, what was it, like a whole week I will go and do a whole bunch of like mom stuff, and then for the week after I'm just like, I'm staying home for this whole week now. I just had my week of like going out. I am drained. This whole week I'm staying at home. Well, are you gonna tell us a stupid mistake? If not, it's cool. But I'm kind of curious. Oh my, it's already 12:30, or almost. Anytime I meet new people, I always observe the room and watch how others do things. It's good to do that, you know? You know, observe, kind of see like how you should be, I guess, interacting with others, I feel like is good. I used to be super outgoing and socially gifted, but well, maybe not socially gifted. I like to talk a lot, but I wasn't necessarily talking about like the best things. I was a little awkward. Still am. But I feel that. But I think like people understand that now. You know? Like the moms that I know are super understanding, I feel like. Like, what was it, yesterday I hosted a coffee meetup, and there is, like, the main girl who, I guess, I forget what her position is, but, she was there, and she invited somebody that lives near her in her apartments, and, it was nice. She was like, she was saying she's super introverted like me, and like she usually stays at home. It's like, yeah, that's totally me too. Like, it's not just like a few people that just stay home, but it's like a lot of us do that. Like, we'd rather be home just relaxing. And it's nice being home, you know, because you know that you're not being judged. You're just home. You're just doing your thing. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just, we like peace. I think all of us introverts, we like peace. We don't like having to put up a front, you know what I mean? And pretend we're someone who we're not. I don't know. I'm very guarded differently the way I grew up. I have a very small group of friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't trust a lot of people either. I don't want to say I mistrust people, but I just, I keep them at a healthy distance. But I've moved around a lot, so I kind of, yeah, I don't know. I've moved around a lot that it's kind of hard to maintain friendships anyway. Aw, thank you, Lays. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I'm alright. I might. I was trying to do a palette save, but dropped it way too soon. Oh! That sounds like something I would do. That's why I don't really play that game too often. This beat though, freestyle for Hawaii, let's go. Like the Falcon, like the Poe, chillin' in your chat here, this is how we roll. Look at that smile, you're awesome. The background music and shoulders vibes. Thank you, Cornito. How's that drink? I thought about drinking tonight, but I already drank last night, and I think the night before. I drank for 4th of July. Well, not on 4th of July. No, actually I did. And I drank on the 3rd as well. I was starting to develop a little alcoholism for a bit, so it's like, alright, I'm gonna stop for a while. Hey, what's up, Wicked? You ran away for life? Hell yeah, I am. Dude, I want to play Sinner's Playground so bad. But I'd have to, like, move all my streaming setup over to Finn's computer, since he's the one that has the Sinner's Playground. But I guess I could always play it without streaming. There is that. Yeah, I grew up in foster care. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. No, I can understand why you have a small group of friends then. Jeez. I'm sorry. But yeah, welcome in, Wicked. Same, saving my beverage for a layover. LOL, when I really need it. Oh my gosh. Are you guys allowed to drink? Like, before you get back up into the air? Like, what is the requirements as a stewardess or flight attendant, whatever? It's like the same thing. No, it's fine. No need to be sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I understand that. I do. Well, not me personally, but my boyfriend was adopted, so... Dude, I feel like MG's probably not even gonna get on for like 2 hours. He always gets on at like 2. It's 12:30 now, but I am not streaming until 2. I tell you that. I tell you that much. Do. But I might get up early tomorrow, go for a walk with a friend, so we'll see. I hope I get up early. I'm really hoping I do. 12 hours is the cutoff? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Cornito. You had to go. Wait, oh, did you? Oh, you did leave earlier. You did say, thanks for the stream. I hope you had a good break, Cornito. Oh yeah, I forgot your central time, like, but yeah. Oh yeah, he does, Lays. Well, usually, like, my son's been waking up kind of, like, late now. Like, he will wake up at, like, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. for, like, some food, and then to play a little bit. And it's, I don't know, it's okay. He's been eating a lot more lately, which is good. And I went to, I didn't go to the doctors, but I went to WIC, or the WIC office, to, get some more stuff for my son. And his iron levels are good, so that's good. My son weighs about 18 pounds at this point, so I feel like he's so small for his age, but I guess that's normal, because Finn was small too when he was a baby. Sons of the Forest. If I had that, I don't. It's probably not even free, is it? Watermelon. I would definitely say he really likes watermelon. He's tried other foods too. Like I actually bought his own meal the other day when I ordered. It was toast and a cheese omelet, and I think he liked that too. I don't really always give him like real people food. It's a combination of formula. Like formula, you're supposed to give formula or breast milk. You're supposed to feed your baby as their primary food source until they're 1 year old, and then once they're 1, you can start focusing more on like real people food. But he does a lot of formula and baby food, and like periodically he'll have like real people food so he can like kind of get used to it, you know? Oh yeah, for sure, Lays. I actually just bought a huge watermelon yesterday so I can chop it up and give it to him. I should probably do that tomorrow, actually. I was so lazy today. I was cleaning and everything, but man, I was hungover. As long as he's healthy, that's all that matters. He is. And he's happy. Like, when he cries and I know he's hungry, I feed him. So, you know, it's not like I don't feed him. It's just, I worry too much, I guess, as a mom. It's like, is he eating enough? What if, like, the doctors think I'm not feeding him enough? And it's like, I don't know. I always feel like I'm gonna be, like, reprimanded by somebody, and I shouldn't feel that way. Yeah, I don't want to make it a habit though, Lays. I think I'm gonna not drink for like a month or 2. I mean, it's been fun, but and I'm honestly pretty like I'm more open and stuff when I've been drinking, but is that the baby? Oh, I think is he awake? Oh, I can hear him kind of. I'm actually gonna go. I think my son needs me. I'm probably not gonna stay super long, so I will see you guys later. I love you all. Yeah, he is getting up. I need to go attend to him, so I'm sorry, I gotta cut it short. So I love you all. I think he's getting up. Okay. Anyway, bye.